So now year 2, we're going to start to add the pastel detailing on top of the paint. You do need to wait until your paint is dry before you start doing that. And if you remember, we looked at Van Gogh's work and we saw how he created short brush strokes in his work. And that's what we're going to do in our mixed media landscape. So I'm going to start by doing the sky, and in Van Gogh's work we see lots of spiral shapes in the skies. So I'm going to make sure I have spiral shapes all across my work. So to do that, I'm going to do a big spiral here, and I'm going to start in the middle, close together, and I'm just going to work around with short pastel strokes going in a circle shape like this. It's a bit like a spiral, and I'm just doing lots of red short strokes going around in a spiral, and then they're going to go across the page. Once I finish my spiral, I'm going to move my strokes across the page. So just red at the moment. And then I'm going to take another warm colour, orange, and I'm going to add more short strokes going around to create more of a spiral. It doesn't matter, they don't need to be exact, but they just need to be short marks, short strokes with your oil pastel. And if you find that you can't use your oil pastel properly, just take the wrapper off the oil pastel and that will make it easier. Okay, so I'm making a spiral. I'm now going to add yellow to the spiral. And what will happen is all these colours start to blend together to create one big spiral. Short brush strokes, and it gives it a look of not being flat. Then I'm going to get my white, and I'm just going to do long blended movements with my white colour. Much longer, just to mix in all of those colours. When we use white, it tends to blend the colours together. Okay, you might then want to add even more red, even more orange, just to make it look as if the sky is moving and there are spirals in the sky. Okay, I'm going to leave you to finish off your sky. You can add more spirals, but remember, you need to use nice short strokes and going in one direction. You may also want to add a few strokes around the sun to make it look as if the sky is moving. All of these little lines give a feeling of the sky moving. And I want you to keep making sure that you're moving in a similar direction. If you look at my painting, I've made spirals going in one direction, and then the lines across the page going in one direction. Okay, once you finish the sky, you can move on to the mountains. And in the mountains, I did those short strokes going up. And I'm going to use all of the cool colours that we talked about. I'm going to use white, I'm going to use purple, and I'm going to use white, remember, to blend those strokes together just a little bit. Okay? Exactly the same in the water. You want spirals in your water, so remember how you created the spiral by going round with your short strokes. You might want to have more than one spiral in your work in the sea. Okay? Remember, you're mixing the colours and you're adding to create a feeling of movement. In the tree, I suggest you just use your green and your white to make those short strokes, okay? That's all the colours you need to do. So I'm going to leave you to finish off adding all those pastel strokes to your painting until you have the finished piece of work, which should look something like this. And I think you'll agree that if you go back to our PowerPoint, our slides about Van Gogh, you'll get the idea of the same shapes as in his picture, with lovely movement by adding those pastel tones. Okay, good luck year 2. I really can't wait this week to see your work in the style of Van Gogh. Bye for now.